So here we are in Luke chapter 10 verse 19, and Christ the Word is saying, behold, I have given unto you, the believer, whether you are a new Christian, a mature Christian, I have given unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Now, this is Christ speaking, Christ the Word, the authority that is above every other authority, visible and invisible, is saying that I have given unto you power. He says that in the beginning was the Word, as in John chapter 1 verse 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. If the Word was with God from in the beginning, and the Word was God, that means He is the final authority above all other authorities in heaven and in earth, visible and invisible. And He's speaking and said, I have given unto you, the believer, power to tread on serpents. If God has given you power to tread on serpents, why are you afraid of that anxiety? Why are you afraid of that fear? Why are you afraid of that oppression on your job? Why are you afraid of the situation in your marriage, in your finances, with your health? Why are you afraid of that demons that is tormenting you? Why are you allowing that stronghold of pornography and masturbation to grip you? He said, I have given unto you power. Authority is speaking, and He said, I have given unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions. So He has not only given you the power, but He has given you the ability to tread on those things that is oppressing you, whether it is torment, fear, anxiety, doubt, worry, sickness, the problem in your marriage, whether it is problem on your job, whatever it is, God has given you the power to tread it under your feet. He said, I've given you power to tread on serpents and the scorpions. He has given you the power to tread upon the serpent afflicting your marriage, causing your husband to behave different. He has given you the power to tread upon that serpent, causing your wife to behave different. He has given you the power to tread upon that spirit afflicting your health, your finance, your children. He has given you the power to tread upon that spirit working through that person on your job to destroy your character and to get you to be fired from that job. He has given you the power and the authority to tread upon that serpent that is afflicting you, that is stopping you, that is hindering you. He has given you the power and the authority to tread upon that anxiety and that sickness and that pornography and that masturbation. He has given you that power. He has given you the authority. He said, I have given you the power to tread on serpent and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. If Christ has given you power over all the powers of the enemy, why are you afraid? He said, I have given you power over all the powers of the enemy, including the devil, including Satan, including all his kingdom. Every power, visible and invisible, God has given you the authority over them. If you are not taking authority and standing in your rightful place to tread upon these serpents, these things that are oppressing you and bothering you, these fears, these anxiety, masturbation, pornography, marital problem, whatever is afflicting you, if you do not take your rightful place to tread it means to crush, it means to trample and destroy. If you do not take your rightful place to tread these powers and these things afflicting you on this mountain, they will only continue to afflict you, because you have given them the right to afflict you. Once you lay back and be passive and cry and murmur and allow the enemy to continue to create havoc, he will continue to make a mess. Once you put down your foot and say, enough is enough, I have been given authority and power, and you begin to tread that thing and destroy it. He said, I have given you power over all the powers of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. The only time the enemy can hurt you is when you are laid back, is when you're not doing anything, is when you're in the situation and you're allowing that fear to grip you to the point where it is destroying your life, is when you're in that situation and you're allowing the devil to create havoc in your marriage and not doing anything about it, is when you're in that situation on the job and the enemy rise up in your co-workers and you begin to argue back with them and not doing nothing about it, is when the enemy give you a negative report about your health and you take it and don't do anything about it. That's when the enemy can hurt you. But if you open your mouth and take authority and destroy these things and tread upon these things, they cannot harm you. They cannot. That is a assurance that they cannot hurt you. So it doesn't matter what the enemy is trying to do to you. They cannot do you no harm. Whatever is trying to afflict you, whatever is trying to torment you, whatever you're going through that is like a mountain, tread upon that thing and tell it, I have been given authority and power over you, and you can do me no harm. You can do me no harm. Speak to it. Christ has given you power. He has given you the authority. There's nothing in our life, your life, that you are going through right now that you don't have authority over. There's absolutely nothing, whether even if you're the weakest of Christian or a baby Christian, or you just give your life to Christ, you have that power. You have that power. Tell that fear to that its time has end in your life. Speak to that situation in your finance and in your marriage. Speak to that situation with your health. Speak to that door that you are believing God to open. Take authority over it. Rise up and take authority over it, because you have been given power and the enemy cannot harm you.